In light of this evening's events, I ask that all Americans recommit with their hearts in resolving our difference peacefully. We have to resolve our differences.
And it was a very sad evening in many ways. And it was also an evening where a lot of people got together.
So President Trump calling for unity after the White House Correspondents' dinner shooting. He did various interviews here on Fox and elsewhere, including that late Saturday night press conference from the briefing room with his entire cabinet present. The Speaker of the House is now with us, Mike Johnson. And sir, good morning to you. First time we've heard from you, and good to know you're okay. We've got this iconic picture of you going through the back hallway there. Just give us your reflection about your experience on Saturday night, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. It was surreal for everybody involved when the chaos ensued. I was up actually on a platform, that raised platform around the perimeter of that giant ballroom, and I was stuck in a group taking photos with people, so I didn't hear the gunshots. And the next thing I know, half my security team comes behind me, rushes up, grabs me by the shoulders, and pushes me out the nearest exit door, which is about 6 feet behind us. And that's where you see that photo. We're going down that hallway. The other half of my team went immediately to go grab my wife, Kelly, and get her out of the another door, and we met up about 60 seconds later. They took us to our motorcade, which was in the basement of the hotel, and we just sat in the trucks there and awaited further developments for quite a while, and that was a long while. It was quite a scene. I told the president last night, we talked at length, and I said, I thought your tone was excellent in that press conference right after that event, and the tone that he's had since about that. It is a moment, a sobering moment for the country. We've got to unify, and we've got to handle these things together and recognize we're facing real threats out there. It's a dangerous time, so it's time for us to stand together.
No doubt. If you just heard Carrier Bond talk a moment ago, it's a new world, and we can all admit that. And we're seeing this entirely too often. I do want to emphasize this gunman never got inside the main room. But as we think about that, there are big questions about the security around this president. I want you to listen to a former Secret Service agent who was on our air over the weekend saying that they have not started to reimagine the new world in which this president faces threats. Listen here.
The threat level against the president has grown exponentially, yet the Secret Service as an agency has refused to accept this and modify the way they do things to account for this ridiculously high threat level. The Secret Service should never have brought the president into that building to begin with if they couldn't secure the building. Regardless of how far out that perimeter was extended, the public was already inside the perimeter.
Have they failed at a new imagination, sir?
That's an important admonition there from someone who sounds like they know what they're talking about. I can tell you from a layman's perspective, it did look a little lax in terms of, as everyone's now noted, getting into the building. Now, we all came in, cabinet secretaries of government officials with their own details. We come in the back, so I didn't see the magnetometers and all that, but it doesn't sound like it was sufficient. Look, this president has now had 3 failed assassination attempts. I have been with him for 2 of those. This can't go on. He's the most attacked, maligned political figure in history. He's very resilient, but he needs greater protection. And I think there's going to be a reevaluation, a very close reevaluation of how we handle these large events. I can tell you the House is doing our job, and our Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer has already announced that we're going to have a review and a hearing with Secret Service to see if there's anything that we can do on our part. If it's funding, if it's something else, let us know. I think it's soon. I don't know when they've noticed it yet, but
you say soon. I hope we can nail that down, because when Butler happened in July of 2024, there were hearings within weeks. And there was already talk about getting this bipartisan commission together and figuring out to make sure it doesn't happen again. But here we are. 3 acts in 2 years.
Yeah.
Will you do that in the House? And will you tell us today how you define soon?
Well, immediately. I mean, this week is, we're hosting the King of England on middle of the week, and we've got some major, we got funding, for example, for Secret Service, ironically, the Department of Homeland Security, which is on the floor this week, because the Democrats have been holding that up, believe it or not, in this heightened threat environment. They're willing to play politics. So we're doing it as quickly as we can. I expect it'll be within the next couple of weeks. And when we had that task force and that working commission to review Butler, they did come out with recommendations. So we'll continue to do what we can in Congress, but we need the leaders, obviously, the Secret Service, to tighten up, and they've got to reevaluate these things. I think that critique was right.
What we do know is that Susie Wiles are going to hold meetings on presidential security this week, and I imagine that cannot come soon enough. I want to share something that a Democratic senator, John Fetterman, shot out hours after this incident on Saturday night. On X, he said, "We were there front and center. That venue wasn't built to accommodate an event with the line of succession for the U.S. government. After witnessing last night, drop the TDS, the Trump Derangement Syndrome, and build the White House ballroom for events exactly like these." Are you hearing enough from your Democratic colleagues on the tone that Senator Fetterman struck there?
No, he's a rare voice in that camp, and we need more of that. In fact, they've done the opposite. They've incited violence, in my view. I mean, you have some of the most prominent figures in the House and the Senate on the Democrat side effectively, calling for war. I mean, they use those kinds of metaphors, and it incites violence because there are crazy people in society, and they get radicalized online. And so we've got to recognize that it's time to turn down the rhetoric. We've been saying this over and over, and not use that kind of language. I hope that this will be a sobering reminder for everybody about that very important cause. I'm grateful to Fetterman. He's right. The ballroom will be a solution for this, because it'll be on the most secure compound in the world. It won't have hotel rooms above it, and it'll have 7-inch thick glass, for example, on the windows. So it'll be a very safe environment to do events like this. We need a place. We have needed a place like that, and the president keeps pointing it out.
Last point. You mentioned you got a big week. The King's going to be there. You got a farm bill. You also got a FISA bill that you need to get done within 4 days. Will that happen?
Yep. I hope so. We have more meaningful reforms after the 56 that we did in 2024. The last time we reauthorized this. It's the most important national security tool that we have. We cannot allow it to go dark. 2/3 of the president's daily national security briefing comes from intelligence that we collect because of this statute. And so this is no time to play games with that. We've got meaningful reforms. We'll put it on the floor. I think it'll pass.
Okay. Sir, thank you for your time. House Speaker Mike Johnson.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.